Greetings all and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. With the much anticipated Miyoo Flip finally being released, I just had to sit down and compare it to the well-established RG35XX SP from Anbernic. I love comparing devices and these two were just begging to be sized up against one another. As always, please just remember that my comparisons are based on comprehensive research from multiple trusted sources rather than direct hands-on experience. I also have to say that there are not many reviews out on the Flip as yet, so I would not say that what we know is comprehensive. But the first look reviews that are out has given me some interesting facts that I felt I wanted to share for those of you that might be choosing between these two. So hopefully you still find some value from the video despite the before mention. And if you do, please remember to drop a like and subscribe for future updates. So with that said, let's take a look at the specs first. The main technical differences lie in the processor choice and connectivity options, with the Miyoo Flip offering Wi-Fi but no Bluetooth. I have to agree with what other reviewers have said in terms of the lack of Bluetooth, in that it is a confusing choice on Miyoo's part, especially if you consider that the device has HDMI out to connect it to a TV and consoleize it. If you like having that option, the RG35XX SP has HDMI out as well and has Bluetooth capability. Bluetooth connectivity on the SP is only for controllers though, so don't expect to connect it to your Bluetooth headset for sound. The processor on the Flip is likened to the RK3566 that we see in devices such as the Powkiddy RGB10 Max 3 and the X55. Initial reports seem to indicate that it may perform slightly better than the H700 in the SP, but I will discuss that in more detail a bit later. The SP has a slightly larger battery though, so theoretically you should be able to get slightly more gaming time on it depending on what you play. But before the review drags out too long, let's take a look at the design and ergonomics. The most striking difference between these two devices is their size. The Miyoo Flip is approximately 20% smaller than the RG35XX SP, while maintaining the same screen size, making it more portable. However, this compact design comes with some trade-offs. The Flip's analog sticks sit lower in the casing to accommodate the folding mechanism. This may limit movement and make them uncomfortable for some. Still, in some cases, it's better than having no analog sticks at all, which is the case with the SP. Depending on your hand size, the size differences will probably also affect how the device feels in hand. So if you have large hands, the smaller Flip may not be for you. When it comes to its defining feature though, both devices feature a 3-position hinge system. The Miyoo Flip's hinge is apparently notably louder, but stays firmly in position. Many are concerned with a possible future failure in this design aspect of the Flip. On the other hand, the RG35XX SP's hinge has proven itself over time and seems dependable. So that's a plus for the SP. Next, let's consider performance. Both devices handle retro gaming admirably, with some differences in their capabilities. In the initial hands-on experience, reviewers note that the Miyoo Flip's A55 processor shows slightly better performance in demanding titles like those on the N64 and Dreamcast. These are still very early comparisons though, and although they are good, I would not call them comprehensive, so take that with a grain of salt. We do have many devices that have the RK3566 that this processor is likened to, so I'll leave some links in the description to gameplay testing videos for the devices with this chip, and also one or two for the H700 chip, so you can get an idea of how they perform. From what I've seen so far, both devices handle up to the 16-bit era games perfectly, and offer good PlayStation 1 performance. PSP emulation is surprisingly capable on both systems, though some games require frame skip settings for optimal playability. The RG35XX SP benefits from more mature firmware options, including custom operating systems like MiyooOS, MinUI, and Nuli, which can enhance performance through better optimization. The well-known Onion OS that made the Miyoo Mini an awesome retro device will apparently be ported to the Flip, but this will take the developer some time, so as it stands at the moment, the SP has an advantage in this area. All of this information left me a bit undecided between these two. So let's take a look at a list of pros and cons to summarize and hopefully help gain some clarity if you're choosing. The Miyoo Flip has a more compact design while maintaining the screen size. It has possible slightly better processor performance, and it has dual analog sticks. On the downside, it currently has limited firmware options. Those analog sticks are recessed, so they will have limited movement, and it has no Bluetooth support. The RG35XX SP has a more mature firmware ecosystem. It has better ergonomics for longer gaming sessions, and it has Bluetooth controller support. Unfortunately, it has no analog sticks, so games on the likes of the N64 system may be a bit more difficult. Its larger size may affect portability, and its processor may perform slightly less optimal when compared with the Flip. So at the end of the day, I think the choice here will come down to your personal preference. The Miyoo Flip excels in portability and to a small degree in performance, making it ideal for users who prioritize a compact form factor and don't mind waiting for firmware improvements. Those dual analog sticks will be a plus for those who like playing the likes of N64 and PSP games as well. The RG35XX SP, while larger, offers a more refined software experience and a slightly larger battery, which may also sway you toward it in this decision. I must admit that the possibility of slightly better performance, the portability, and the dual analog sticks has me itching to try and pick up a Flip. But the SP is available for as little as $50 when it is on sale at times, and I can't in good conscience say that I think the Flip is worth the roughly $30 more at which I've seen it advertised. The SP does most of what the Flip can do, and I don't think the analog sticks would make that much of a difference for me. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. If you're looking to purchase either of these, I will leave links in the description below and would kindly ask that you consider using them, as it helps the channel out at no cost to you. Unfortunately, as far as I can see, the Flip is out of stock at the moment at most places. But Miyoo is apparently working hard to restock, so keep checking the links. If you want some more info on the Flip, you can check out my other videos on it by clicking on the links on screen now. That's it for this one though. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next tech update.